That was weird. Oh, I can't hear you again. You're muted. You gotta unmute. You're muted.
It is.
There you go. You there? You keep getting muted, man. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if you can hear me, but yeah, here. Bro, you're muted.
Oh, there
There
we
you
go.
go.
Yeah. No, I got my wife some AirPods, and everything's all over the place.
So we talked about this months ago, but I would love like a cell phone type device, maybe costs $50, and it's like programming Bluetooth. That's all it does, just controls Bluetooth technology. So you can decide, like you can say, hey, I want these headphones input here, I want the output here, I want to hear this, I want to not hear that. Like I would love that. I have just there's so much Bluetooth in my life, and there's no way to really like except from the device itself, I can connect and disconnect, but I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to connect to 6, 7 devices at once and then just choose which one I want to go where. I would love
Yeah.
that.
She's enjoying them.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Is she listening?
No, I don't know what she's. Are you watching our podcast? No. Oh no, she's on her phone.
She should be.
Yeah. No, it's we probably won't have an audience tonight because it's the first night back from our sabbatical.
I mean, man, it's I'm not gonna lie, it was a good break. I feel a lot better.
Yeah. I
I'm
had to focus on life too.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's we're not billionaires, so
Yet.
it's
Yet.
yet.
But I
Yeah,
spoke to one today.
yeah.
Yeah, he messaged me and made sure I was all right today.
Oh,
Yeah,
is this
yeah.
a mystical mythical billionaire?
Yeah, but we know
Okay.
he's the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never was a doubt. I
Yeah.
mean, he made that the moment, so like he made that call on GRT and I was already in it and I like tripled down off that call and I fucking rode that wave up and
Yeah.
man, that
So
was
he just came back. He was ill with COVID. He was on a breathing machine.
we don't know they technically.
No, he.
Is it, do we know that? I don't know that person, like I don't
Well,
know.
there's a they them collective, but it's a
The
wizard collective now. But I believe he is a he because of
maybe
the.
just ask so that we
Well,
can.
remember the Bad Crypto podcast?
That is true. But I
That's
mean, I guess it's more of like a personal identity.
yeah. What do you
Um,
identify as?
exactly, and that's because I
They is a wizard.
yeah I'd prefer they
I
personally.
identify as a wizard too, apprentice,
I define
as a
as a
digital
sunshine,
alchemist.
a
Yeah,
digital sunshine.
I'm a digital alchemist. So, but yeah, like but
Turn this up a
I had
little bit.
posted on there. I was frustrated with my Ecomi wallet. Um, I had to delete, reboot because I guess I did a iPhone update and maybe it wasn't uh linking well. So I had to delete everything, reinstall everything, put in my seed phrase, and
Ooh, that's scary stuff there, man.
yeah, because I was trying to transfer some Bitcoin over, and it was very it's always very overwhelming for me, and I vented. He deleted my post and he DM'd me. He's like, hey, let me see if I can. He ended up DMing me and was like, "What's the wallet you've been using for storage? I'll check to see if there's a patch for it." I mean, he reached out to me, which was very
I mean, that's
flattering.
one of the things about the Blue Wizard that has always been a standout kind of character trait is that he actually cares about people.
Yeah.
Like everybody who is in that realm, circle, whatever you want to, like, friend club,
The Wizard Club.
yeah, the Wizard Club, like anybody who, because like literally the last time I talked to him, I hit him up, I sent him a DM, and I was like, hey, we're playing the same crypto game. This is my strategy. This is why. I just want to see what you think about it. It was cherry coins.
Oh,
And he was
yeah,
like, dude, that's basically my strategy, but this is where it's a little bit different, and told me why, and like basically threw me some like statistics, like mathematical statistics of why he does what he does versus what I do. And I was like, oh shit, that makes a lot more sense. And like, he doesn't, like, we're not, we're not close, but dude genuinely cares. Like, that's, I think that's one of the beautiful things about crypto is that people actually care. They care about everybody. Doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter how much philanthropy you've done. Like, you're a human, you're in the space, you seem like a good person, you put out positive vibes. I can care about you.
Sorry, I gotta check on something really quick. Yeah, no, yeah, you're 100% right. Like, well, there's a lot of shady characters too.
Yeah, especially in the crypto space. I mean, it's an unfortunate inevitable of any space that is high risk, high reward, where you could potentially make a lot of money very quickly, very easily. And that's, same thing, real estate is another one where there's a lot of shady business and people don't really recognize that.
Oh, it already finished. Shucks. All right. No, I was invited to a Twitter space, Ape Tank.
Is that
Sorry.
like Board 8 Yacht Club tank kind of thing, or?
Yeah, so it's a collective of the Board Ape. Is Basie. That's a new term. It's called Basie.
Basie?
Yeah, led
I don't
NFT.
like that.
Yeah, well, that's what they
Personally,
call it.
because I don't know if you know who Count Basie is, but a
No.
pioneer in like early jazz music.
Okay,
That's Count
but it's
Basie. So
Board Ape Yacht Club led NFT community initiative. They're creating a safer space to learn about NFT projects. Board apes involved. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 board apes, and they hold like community talk, and what they're trying to do is like um, go over and discuss different NFT projects that are in the space, like new and upcoming, or blue chips or non-blue chips. Like, try
you
to
said
like,
this is Twitter?
yeah, it's Twitter Space. It's
Okay.
called Ape Tank, and because I just reached whale status in Dope Apes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so
congrats, man.
yeah, thanks. So, we're trying to create a presence because with Dope Ape Club, there's 7 Board Ape Yacht Clubs IPs that have been licensed through Sigroll for their IPs for this project, and so it's the first licensed derivative on chain.
Ooh, okay, on chain. That's nice.
Yeah, so it's on chain, and like Sigroll is the broker.
Okay.
So that, like, I guess you would say the intermediary, the broker for the contract, the smart contracts. Um, so it's, yeah, the first NFT collection based IP on authorized Basie holders, supported by Sigro, the first on-chain NFT license, and Sigro is the first on-chain licensing NFT platform.
Interesting. I mean, I think I had one thing here that I think really relates to this about the utility. Actually, I have 2 things. The first one, this came across in an email 2 days ago. Colombia enlists Ripple Labs to put land deeds on blockchain. So the country of Colombia can now make real estate transactions more equitable and put them on the blockchain. So
yeah, I called it. I said real estate's turning to the blockchain
we said this
years ago.
almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
It was like real estate is going to be one of the first bigger use cases for NFTs, because now you have all, like, you don't have to go to your like local government office, the zoning office, to give them a form and pay $2 to get all of the public available information on a property. Now it's all on the blockchain. It's all attached to a specific NFT, and you can buy and sell them as you please. You don't have to. There's no intermediaries anymore. I mean, at least in a sense of a cash or full equity transfer.
So this, can you see it right here?
Yeah.
So these are the Dope Apes. So you can see here, it's the first collection. What is the Dope Ape? Dope Ape is the first derivative project based on a license, Bored Ape IP. Free, it was a free mint on top of that. So all 10,000 were free mint.
I missed the free mint a couple days ago.
Be careful, because that's how they're scamming a lot of stuff nowadays.
No, this was a legit project, and it went from a free mint to like 6 ETH in like 3 or 4 days. And I missed out on that one.
So yeah, we gotta get burner wallets for that. So I had ended up. So these are the ancestors of the 7 derivatives. I mean, the 7 are OGs that we made the derivatives of. I had my first Dope Ape that I had bought ended up getting flagged because that was somebody's burner wallet and they got ganked. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up.
So like, step back 1 second. Okay. So let's go over what a derivative would be.
So okay, so a derivative would be an extension of a project, but this one is they have license of 7 of these apes to use their traits.
So these are Basie apes
that are licensed to SIGROL.
And they have the rights to make derivatives of them.
Yes.
And that's where Dope Apes come from.
Correct.
Okay. Just, the whole 101 thing. I've been listening to a couple podcasts that they do like 101 stuff, and they're they're kind of like running out of things to talk about. So they're like redoing original content, and I'm not. Like, I listened to like 5 minutes, maybe like 10, 15 minutes of one of their podcasts, and I was like, this is like boring. Like, you guys are just not, like, I feel like there's no effort here, and so that's why, like, it came up in a conversation previously, but what would be a derivative NFT? And so that would be,
so there's a lot excuse me, there's a lot of derivative ape, like there's the Desperate Ape Wives, there's the Grandpa Ape Country Club.
Are those actually derivatives, or are those
those are considered a unlicensed derivative?
Okay, so not
they
not
don't
really
have
a good thing.
No, so this is licensed. So we're trying to create some noise in the space, trying to get this some exposure. So I want to make this video a little bit about it, for our first night back. But so this is like it says here to us, this is a thought experiment in art, community, and storytelling. When Bored Ape Yacht Club, so Bored Ape has the commercial rights, right?
Absolutely,
and the IP rights. So it gave the community the rights to expand its universe. So we're expanding that universe. We're like the children of them with the licensed on-chain derivative. So instead, it says, what if instead of creating another knockoff derivative of apes, we hand-selected a few apes that we like best, licensed their apes, and extended their lineage down? Interesting, food for thought. Now, what if someone in our community then licensed a few of our apes and extended that down? How far could it go? What kind of new artwork, IP, and stories could come from that? We wanted to start this conversation to both get creators and collectors talking and thinking about NFT licensing, NFT lineage, and a way for collections to expand. So they have a community mind map. Not, oh, whoa, look, I'm so excited I knocked my headphones off. So this mind map is like roadmap. I could give some of the alpha here. I can't give all of it from the whale chat, but we'll go over what's public. But if you look here, there's a comic coming out. Pretty dope art. You know what I'm saying?
I do like it, yeah. And I mean, like, back to the
Hold on
derivative.
1 second. I got a doorbell ring. Hold on 1 second.
I could keep talking. Back to a derivative, a more real world application or something that people could understand, more commonly understand, is options contracts. Options contracts in the stock market are derivatives of the stock themselves. Futures technically are a derivative, but they operate slightly differently. Derivatives are usually used to kind of leverage an asset. So in a housing contract, you can buy a house for X amount of dollars, but if you can sell it for more and sell a contract to sell it for more, that would be a derivative, because you're not actually dealing with the underlying asset. You're dealing with the value assessed that you can leverage on that asset. So, or like, okay, so you can kind of say like an espresso machine. You can charge $1,000 for an espresso machine, or a derivative of that would be, I can charge you how many coffees I can make on that espresso machine. You don't need to buy or hold or ever own the underlying asset. You have an extrapolation of that asset.
I like that word, extrapolation.
And I mean, that's what derivatives are. It's like, well, I own a house. Okay, so if you rent that house out, renting would be a derivative of the house.
Or
and
Airbnb.
You can go, I was going to say, you can go further, because if you didn't own it, but you Airbnb'd it, that's a second derivative, because you can take derivative from a derivative from a derivative from a derivative.
Inception.
For all the math people out there, it's like almost like a dydx function. It's an equation based off of a function. So it's an equation based off of a variable. The variable can always change, and that would be more of like the price action, where the underlying asset, which would be the house, can change in value, but the derivative, which would be the rent, would not, or it would go, I mean, it would go up and down, but it would go up and down from a percentage of the base. And then Airbnb would go beyond that, because I'm renting what somebody else owns, but then I'm renting it to someone else on a shorter term basis. So it'd be like a second derivative.
So we don't have yachts, we have spaceships, bro.
I'd rather a spaceship than a yacht, bro. I'm trying to go to, like Alpha Centaur B Nebula and find a dope planet.
So comics coming out. The Dope Destroyer spacecraft has just been created and named. They're talking about, like, we're able to do like same thing like Desperate Ape Wives. We're allowed to use our IPs, and create merchandise, but just not for retail yet, until we
like commercial branding.
Yeah, commercial. We don't have the commercial rights yet. It's under review with the legal team.
Nice.
So there's a lot in the works. It's barely not even a month old. And I mean, there's a lot coming in the future. So
I have no doubt that anything licensed and officially associated with Bored Ape Yacht Club is going to do well. Like, there's a reason that it even came about, and the people behind it, the brains behind it,
Yuga Labs.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's not going anywhere, Yeah. It might have dropped in value, in fiat value, but I mean, fiat value only goes so far, because
the whole market's down right now. So, But you look who's behind it, all the big names, like the
That's what I'm saying
celebrities.
is the people behind it. Like there's a reason why it went so big so quick, why these things are happening, because it's not like there's a face value of something. Like how much can you sell a car for? Well, how much could you sell the idea of a new car for, or a new, like, an invention?
Yeah.
That's where it really comes into play, is like you could spend X amount of dollars and buy this thing, or you can spend X amount of dollars buying this thing but get access to a wealth of information or networking, because like your net worth is your network.
Yeah.
And
So right now there's merch being discussed. One
I
of
would love
us
to see some better merch, man. I was a little let down on the merch platform
for who?
for Basie.
Yeah, but those were all. A lot of it was free airdrop, like physical drops from the community wallet, I believe. Like I think the first one might have been like for holders or private sale, but like a lot of it was gifted, I believe. So I don't think the
I mean,
quality
I went to their website to look at their merch, and I was like, it's like,
yeah, mediocre.
I could do this in 5 minutes,
Yeah, so could
I
I.
think what would be really cool would be to do like a lot of kind of the base motions of, like the base character traits
Mm.
of the NFTs, especially their hand movement, their mouth movement, and just overlay them all on top of each other at like a 5%
Well,
opacity. So it's you just see like all the motions coming out,
yeah.
like even that right
Well,
there,
you know why, right?
20 minutes and no.
Because they ain't dope. But so these are some of the dope apes here on the this is the floor, you know. But they do have
Oh shit, that's not bad at all.
yeah. So, I
And
mean
again, these are the officially licensed derivatives of the apes that they hold.
correct. And so they
Hell
have
yeah.
some rarities like they have a diamond ape, and
Okay.
so they got diamond
Even
apes.
even some of those like less than an ETH. I mean, considering the price of ETH right now, that's not
Well,
bad.
check this out. Flame ape is only 3 away from a 3 ETH floor.
Oh, those are the last ones.
These are like this is a one below diamond actually.
I do like that one, man. I should buy it.
Point three for one of
Yeah, I
those.
like that.
And then you have the dissect, which is pretty dope. Check that out.
Well, well,
It's pretty dope.
that's a whole lot going on right there.
Yeah, they're these dope apes are. I mean, they live up to their name.
They are pretty
That,
dope.
yeah, and then let's see what else we got here. They got this crack skin one. Got the crack skin, and then they got some other ones. For the let's see, they have like the flame background. They have different backgrounds for some of them. Let me clear that out. The environment. So they have a fume, right? This is the fume background environment. They have a flame, and then they have a lightning.
Okay.
So they're pretty dope.
I do like the flame, actually. I'm not one for flames, but I mean, it works.
Yeah, and then they got like different types of the one I like is a tiger hat. This thing is dope. And you see like they have a tie-dye skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty. I mean,
Do the derivatives offer you any off-chain accessibility? Is there any off-chain benefit? Like if you hold this NFT, you can, claim a hoodie, you can go to this event.
oh, so there's some things in the works right now on the
Well, it's
website.
only a month old, so it is still early.
Yeah, they're having things to where if your ape is featured in the comic and the comic NFT sales, you might get a portion of the royalties, maybe.
Okay.
They're gonna be having some for different. It's like almost like a DAO by how many you hold as well, like your voting
Okay.
power. So there's a lot of things in the works. Like they're working on that now. Depending on how many you hold or what you hold, or like there's different things. And then they're also doing Diamond Ape Club by how many you hold in are that are delisted. There's different tiers.
Delisted? What do you mean delisted?
So they're not on OpenSea or any platform for sale. So like say there's 10,000 items, and then you can let's say there's I don't know how to there's only 1,052 items for sale of the 10,000.
So roughly 10%, which is not a lot.
Yeah, so it makes it like a stronger project by delisting, I guess you would say.
Oh, so delisting would be akin to like a buy and hold. It's not being resale. There's no resale
Correct.
on it.
Yeah, it's not
And
like
so for character traits, backgrounds, stuff like that.
yes.
Okay.
So like it's like having it in your wallet and not having it for sale, like because in the ones that are listed, you don't qualify. Like
Yeah.
you could have
there's 10,000 items, but there's only, like I said, 10%, 1,000 items roughly that are actually available for purchase.
correct supply and demand.
Yeah, and so I mean, in that you have all those character traits that vary, and like
Yeah, so like say in the flame, I think there's 50 of them, right?
yeah.
And only 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the 50 are for sale.
Okay.
And like the rarest
So that would
one,
be like considered. That's what I mean by like delisting, is that
yeah,
whoever owns it is not open to selling it.
correct. So
Okay.
this is my little collection, and
Little.
here's my flame ape, bro.
Oh, you got one. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, baby. You know I gotta be part of that flame gang. I got that rainbow hair gang. Got this one, laser gang, laser gang, laser gang.
That one's going up.
Yeah, and then so I have bought
Holy crap, bro! You got
what?
you got a lot of dope apes.
You know
Jeez.
that. I'm gonna try and get that whale
Oh,
status.
reported for suspicious
So this is the
activity?
first one I bought that I identified with. That I was like, oh, I missed the free mint, but I'm gonna buy this. So I had bought this at a pretty nice price right here. 0.158 ETH. And then this happened, and I kind of was like really butthurt. So
Yeah, that's rough.
yeah, so I ended up like DCAing in and bought all these.
DC aping in.
DC aping. So
We don't DCA, we DC ape.
yeah, we DC ape, bro. Get it right. Rug yourself.
I actually had someone hit me up. They were like, "Yo, you still own any Pulse Dodge?" I was like, "Dude,
Pulse
absolutely
Dodge?
not. Not even that I don't own it, but that wallet was totally hacked, so I own nothing that was in that wallet." Dude, jeez. Yeah,
But
that was
not but when this, the Dope Destroyer flies to the moon, and these become worth, many ETHs.
I mean, even like 3 to 5 ETH, like I'd say that's solid,
Yeah. Or even like if this, flame is worth 1,000 or 100 or 10, like hey,
Dollars or ETH?
ethers.
Oh, ethers.
Oh wait, ETHs.
Ethers. I was gonna say ethers is the gas.
Yeah, ETHs,
Ethereums
bro.
are the coin,
E-
which is
the-
both. Because
You got any ETHs, bro?
Yeah.
So, but I got the futuristic suit here.
Oh, that's not really futuristic. That's like 17th century artists,
It's pretty dope.
which is way
though.
better than futuristic.
Yeah, got like the Bulls jersey with the Acroverse hat, which is another thing. Is the Acroverse or the Arcoverse, which is a
Yeah,
whole nother.
Arcoverse.
Yeah, but like we got the hoodie gang. So technically, I can make this hoodie. I think. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to look up the usage rights. At the same
Yeah.
time, back to the Wild Wild West is that if you sent that off to print, the print company would have no way of knowing if you had the rights or not.
Yeah, I really dig the hot pink too. Fuchsia, what do you want to call it?
I would fuchsia for sure.
Yeah,
That's not hot pink. That's fuchsia.
yeah. I got the
Hot pink is like
tiger skin.
Tiger King.
Yeah, fuck him. Well, Joe's cool. Fuck Jeff.
I mean, that's a whole can of worms.
Yeah, whole kind of snakes in the grass.
So little Watu I see on your background, huh?
Yeah, I put some up for sale just for fun to see if I could make some fucking liquid, some powder.
On
I put up
OpenSea?
I put up like one. I put a couple Rebel Rabbits up and I put like one comic book up for sale just to see if I can, get some extra.
So that they bridged over to ETH then, right? That happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was looking at my my Wax wallet and somebody bought like 4 of my ethereal eternal keys. I think it was eternal keys. Somebody got like 4 of them. It was only $1, but definitely. I don't know. Have you followed up with them at all?
I checked in on it for a minute, and just to see what was going on. It's kind of lame. So I just put some stuff up for sale just to see, I want to try and get some extra funds to go and invest in some other things and stuffs.
I know. I have some other things and stuff that I was actually looking at.
Because I feel like, like WizCoin is going to still do its thing, eventually. So speaking of the Blue Wizard again, and he had locked the liquidity for WizCoin for another 10 years.
10? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's an interesting power move.
Right?
That's something.
So he goes, let's he goes, wait, let me pull up.
Do you want to see how serious I am? This is how serious I am.
Yeah. So
jeez.
So the other day he makes this post, right? Because I'm like, trying to like chat up and stuff, and he goes, just relocked the main Wiz OG liquidity for a decade. It's part of the new reverse scamming program. 98.9% locked until Saturday, the 24th July 2032.
Jeez.
And
I mean, I love that, dude. I love that.
So I was like, just relocked main Wiz OG liquidity for a decade. It's all part. I was like, oh, that's bullish. And I only have about 0.2025 ETH. I'll be buying some to hold. Right now, I have 12 million, and I want to get a minimum of 100 million coins. He goes, 2032. That should confirm it's not a scam. LOL. SZ tear face. And then I said, I know, right? The real ones know the truth about Blue Wizard is not a scammer. The ones who claimed that you were just deflecting from their own shadiness. Literally, the name said it all. Yes. Bad Crypto Podcast. 2 money grabbers hiding in Costa Rica now. You have helped their project so much, they did you and everyone dirty. In Wiz, we trust. Just like other projects, money grabs, BTCO, RR. But if it weren't for those bad characters, I wouldn't have found my path that I'm on now. And even though it hurts, it is what it is. And I'm here and I am where I belong and found the Blue Wizard. I'm still very grateful. It's been a great learning experience. The FOMO, the FUD, what a real community is and what real leadership is. That we should be kind to everyone. You never know who someone is or what they are going through. or that a complete stranger can change your life if you choose to listen to their advice and knowledge they share. Oh yeah.
That's beautifully profound, honestly.
What I said?
Well, what? Yeah,
Oh,
what you said,
everything?
because you
Yeah.
said it. Yeah, all of it.
Yeah, that's what I typed
beautiful.
out. And then so I had sold an NFT and I had bought 11 more million Wiz token, and then I had made some moves, and he's typing. I gotta catch up. He had also I think he has a liquidity pair for in wax now, and they're staking and or like they're doing something, and it's like it's a P2E, like a play to earn coin. So there's something he's doing now, which I gotta do a little more research on. But I had made some moves today, and I had, excuse me, invested in, and I have 100 million Wiz tokens now, and I'm gonna lock that
Just
away.
only 100 million, huh?
Well, if you think about it, it has I think it's 5 zeros. You know, so if
It's
it
a lot of
lose,
room to lose some zeros.
well, if it okay, so the last time it hit like 2 zeros and a 2, and my 2 million was worth 68 grand.
What's the tokenomics of it?
Right now
Like
I have,
like fully minted, nothing left to go into circulation.
no, it's I think it's 21 billion tokens.
Well, okay, yeah, that yeah rings a bell.
Yeah, that's the one we
20
had
billion.
bought. You FOMO'd
Okay.
in, you got wrecked on it. I didn't cash out soon enough, but at
I
that
mean,
time,
you got wrecked more than I did. I didn't buy in that much.
yeah. Well, but like if it had hit, if I had 2 million then and it hit 68,000, if I got 100 million now and it hit the same fucking,
680,000.
it'd be like 680 million.
No, it'd be 680,000 because you're just adding another zero.
Okay, so hold on one second.
I need to. This is
We
frustrating.
need to do some maths here. So at this moment,
Defeats the purpose. I have 3 computers going right now, and the one that I'm on, I can't find what I'm looking for. I was trying to screen share and I can't. It's not working. So that's cool. Technology.
yeah, you know, technology.
Love it.
Let me see. Let me pull this off.
This is from the first. And it's still not working at all.
Let me close
Really
this.
frustrating.
Open this. Let's try this one more time.
I'm glad we're both experiencing technical difficulties.
I know, right? Okay, so
Wait, I think I got it. Okay, I did get what I wanted to.
3. 1,
So
2,
I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of that.
Yeah, 360,000 right now. For what I have, it would be at 360,000, I think.
Okay, yeah. So not too far off, but
like if it hits, yeah.
Well, I mean, going off of that, I think we should talk about drip a little bit.
If it hits 1 penny, I hit like 3.6 million though.
1 penny, yes, but we were talking about a tenth of a penny, which would be the 360,000. But let's talk about drip a little bit.
Yeah, let me pull that up.
Yeah, pull it up because my end is not working. But one thing I would like to say to start it off is that I did the math on my initial investment and what my holding is, and Drip coin itself is still down about 85%. But my holding is actually only down about 40%. I didn't buy it all-time high.
Oh, it's at 824 right now. That's not bad.
No, are you kidding me right now? Really? 824? I'm going to pull that shit up.
824. That's not bad at all.
Too. Not bad at all. I mean, the biggest thing for Drip that I think fudders latch onto is that you don't know what the hell you're investing in. And the first thing that makes sense to you is what you're going to go with, and the first thing that makes sense to you is FUD.
Oh yeah.
So actually, I actually claimed and sold today. I've been trying to do every week, and when I'm not happy with what I'm claiming, I airdrop it to my secondary wallet. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, cool.
I just been hydrating.
I mostly hydrate. I'm looking to, what I pull out is like immaterial to the grand scheme of things. I think I claim.
But even transferring it, don't you get a 10% tax?
No, you don't get it on. No, transferring you do. Airdropping it you don't.
There you go. Okay.
Which is why, to incentivize airdropping it, that's the whole kind of point.
Yeah, I should start airdropping my second wallet then.
Yeah, definitely. That's the move. I mean, you could transfer it. You do pay the tax. And I think one of the weirdest things about Drip is that I don't mind paying the tax. I have no problem with it. I don't like paying federal taxes.
No.
I don't like paying California
Forex shark tax, I don't care.
California tax is a whole different. That's a different shark. That's not a shark I want to deal with. I like Forex sharks. I don't like California sharks. It's a whole different shark, for lack of a better term. So that's kind of rough. But I think there was a UI update that was pushed this morning. I think.
Yeah, there's supposed to be in a version 2 white paper.
The white paper, one of the white papers was published. That I know for sure.
Does this mean I have an appointment with the doctor? PA is physician.
You're live stream, you know that, right? You're still standing in the camera's view, you know that, right?
I mean, she's standing behind. Well, I can see her little head poking out.
That just means the doctor.
Yeah, you have an appointment tomorrow.
But it's not the rehab part. It's PA's physician assistant.
Okay, well, you also have to confirm.
I already did.
Okay.
Do you think I should just wear my work clothes then?
Wear whatever you're comfortable with. Because you can change at work.
Well,
I don't think I can.
going back to Drip.
I just buckled over and screamed in the bathroom.
There's, again, back to the price action versus your bag. From price action wise, we're down 85-86%. But from what I'm holding wise, I'm only down about 35%, which I think is, part of the magic of Drip. And this is why I think Drip is Drip is a long-term process. It's a long-term play. This is like what you consider more like a dividend stock. This is something that you're not going to get rich overnight, but it's going to pay out for the rest of your life. And
if you play your cards right, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's an important and a very important distinction to make, because even if Drip is on a logarithmic regression function towards zero, as long as it does what it's supposed to do, which it has always done, I will never not be in profit. And that's like that's the hard truth of it, is like you can't. Honestly, I would love to like I'm like, I think we can make it happen. We can do like a 15-minute Forex Shark podcast live stream.
Okay, when do you want to do it? Tomorrow?
I mean, no, because I didn't, that's not a reality. I this would be something like, I would be like, hey, we want 15 minutes of your time. We have 5 questions. We love what you do. We're a big supporter, big investor. Like, we just, for the people who follow us, I think these are important questions to ask. I honestly, I think we can make it happen.
Yeah.
I really do.
Look at that.
You know what I did do today, though?
What?
I'm going to check on it now. So one, I tried to sell all the trunk that I own.
Oh boy. And then what happened? Insufficient
I
liquidity?
Well, yes, but the way their system works is it's based on an inverse fraction of what you own to what you get. So I paid 35 cents for a transaction, which should have been a couple $100, and I got $1. And then I tried to redeem my elephant, and I was 2700th in line to redeem my elephant. So
Oh my god.
I'm gonna check it just to see. Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's not it. No,
There's
I
not
didn't
that
get
many
it.
good projects out there.
I mean, it's not shitcoin season, so you can't really be doing the ape in, ape out kind of moves. It's not. Just pull up elephant money and look at their chart. And then they claim it's like, I think like 135 million TVL. It's fucking bullshit, dude.
It's trash. All the
And then
projects.
I'm glad I only 125 million AM. Not realistic. Not even real, because I tried. I'm in line for
Wasn't that
2,700
Bank
people.
Teller's project?
That, I mean, his latest project.
His latest rug?
Yeah, his latest slow burn.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think. A lot of the flood from that one, there's this one group out there that's just trying to bash Forex, and I think a lot of it's fucking
Let's see. I mean, maybe I could.
BT's fucking fam.
Maybe I could pull it up.
Oh, look at that nice little chart.
I'm gonna.
Burn it, man.
Not what I wanted. Why wouldn't you just work? Come on, dude.
Yeah, but I think eventually,
Okay.
10-year liquidity locked. I think Wiz Token, he's not gonna let his project fail. He's just waiting on the timing.
No, and it's okay. So back to that with Wiz and linking that to Forex Shark, is there are people in the world who want to see people do better, and that's it. And when you have that kind of money, like, so this is going to be a very, very like opinionated assessment, but you can't be a religious fanatic and be rich. Sorry, doesn't work that way. And I see so many people falling down that path, and they're social media stars, and I do not appreciate that at all. And it could be, the Catholic Bible, it could be the Quran, it doesn't matter. There's excerpts that distinctly tell you to help people less fortunate. And if you're a billionaire Pretty much everybody's less fortunate.
You
So
just need Jesus, bro.
no, I need fucking money, bro. I need to eat and pay my rent. I don't need Jesus. Jesus doesn't do shit for me.
Well, I saw Jesus earlier. He was cleaning my front yard.
I mean, that Jesus is better than
Yeah.
what people think Jesus is.
Yeah, well, baby Korean Jesus, all of them, Buddha, Allah.
So,
You
yeah,
know.
no, there's no cultural limitation here.
No.
It's more of an existential existence that you can't really be a billionaire and then come out as being a mainstay religion because
Yeah.
they all speak out against it.
But I think he's gonna it's gonna just take some time, and I believe in him and his project, and more than I believe in a lot of poop coins right now. So I just put some money in that. I mean, if it can get to the all time high of what it was, 2/10 of a penny. Um,
Are you talking about for Wizcoin?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take. I mean, it's a lot of, my money don't jiggle jiggle.
It's cryptographically protected by a 256-bit algorithmic function. I don't know.
So I just put it there for now, and if he locked it for 10 years, I'm gonna lock it for a bit or 256 bits and see.
I mean, if I had the Wiz holding and he locked it for 10 years, I would lock probably like 70% of it for 10 years or just plan on not touching it.
Yeah, I don't plan on
And
touching it unless
yeah,
like it hits what it hit before, and I can take out a little bit of it and live comfortably. Maybe buy instead of renting, I could buy something
buy a boat, put it
or
in the desert and
or a
live on it.
spaceship.
I'm spaceship sounds nice.
Yeah, or maybe a nice trailer to live in, a tow along.
Well, don't be so reasonable, man. Come on.
Nice little tow hitch trailer. Like single axle, just something to travel with.
Yeah.
And maybe like a place with a garage where I can park it and just be comfortable. Not have a mortgage.
I got a place you can park it.
I bet you
Just
do.
just saying that I do.
It's a long drive to drop it off, though.
Not if you don't go back.
I have a career though that I really actually for once in my life love.
I wouldn't say for once in your life, but for once in your life, as far as I know, the stars are aligning and you're doing what you want, you're making good money, and you see a
Decent,
future in doing what you're doing.
yeah,
To make your ends meet of happiness.
yeah,
And that goes a
totally.
long way, dude. That you can't discount that.
Yeah, and being able to eat lunch with your wife and have fun. Yeah, I
And
really
how
enjoy it.
can you put a price on that? You
You
can't.
can. So, but yeah, I want to get like a. I mean, we're looking, the housing market. We can go into that a little bit. It's correcting.
September, bro. September gonna crash.
End of September, beginning November, there's supposed to be a crash or hard correction. We've already passed the tipping point. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
in general, um, and I mean general very lightly because yeah, but in general, um, the fall is a downturn for real estate.
It's all
Just the
aligning.
nature of it.
It's all
And
happening.
I think what's crazy is when you want to go back, let's circle back a little bit to the derivatives of housing is the reason that housing goes into a downturn in the fall is because people aren't looking to rent in the fall. People are looking to rent in the spring and summer. Fall comes around, people aren't looking to rent. And in turn, that brings down housing prices. So that's a perfect example of what derivatives really are.
Yeah, right now too, it's oversaturated. There's over 11,000 houses on the market. Prices are dropping every day. Um, the construction slowing down drastically. For and then when you see that a secondhand home is more expensive than a brand new one, the market's not right.
You know, it's just like the bond market, man. When the 10-year produces less return than the 2-year, that doesn't really make any sense. Why?
No,
Why would I do that?
yeah. So we're keeping our eyes open at the moment. Probably 2-bedroom apartment, but at the current value right now, um, 2 months ago you couldn't get a 2-bedroom for under 279 in a good area, and
As a
most of them,
condo?
yeah, as
Yeah, as a
when they
condo.
were all fixer uppers.
Mm.
So I think we wait a little bit more, and we might be able to get something, maybe a 2-bedroom house in a good area. Um, but like I said, if something pops off, and if one of my dope apes project takes off, or sorry, or Wiz, or whatever else, I'm hoping to catch something on a bull run. This coming up. So
I don't. So in terms of a bull run, I don't see anything really happening until like
2023.
spring, summer 2023,
Yeah.
and I think that's gonna be, regardless of price action, I think that's going to mark a definitive bottom. The bottom could have happened 6 months, 16 months before that moment. But I think that's when we're really going to see like a benchmark. Like there's going to be, fucking flag in the ground. Like this was the bottom. We're turning. I see a lot of Chop City. That's what I see ahead of us.
Because
Just
I
based
think the
on
spark of the bull run last time was that whole AMC GameStop was what fucking set it off.
that was definitely a benchmark to the beginning. Um, but I think, and part of financial markets is, what you need to understand is that it's a forever process. It's never finished.
Yeah.
So you see something like GameStop and AMC and Bed Bath and Beyond, like those things marked a specific time in financial markets, just like the 2008 housing crisis, just like the Great Recession, just like the dot-com bubble. These were experiences, or I would call them experiments. These were experiments, and we saw the results. And everybody adjusts their type of play. And so we're seeing the same thing. Like we saw that crazy bull run from really, if you want to go back, we can go like 2012. We've been on a bull run since, for the better part of a decade. We've been on a bull
Yeah.
run. And now we saw this mass money printing. We're starting to hit inflation, and we're seeing this downturn. But at the same time, like money doesn't care about your opinions or what you want to do with it or how you
Or
feel
your
about it.
religion.
Yeah, it doesn't care about any of that shit. Money's going to do what is best for money. And so real estate's out of the game. Stock market's been on a downturn. Granted, I think we've hit a local bottom. I think we're going to see a lot of sideways chop for the next 6 to 10 months. Then we're going to go up, like SPY's going to hit 440. It's going to go down to 390. It's going to go up to 470. It's going to go down to 425. We're going to see a lot of these bouncing actions. But historically, if you look at what happens after these periods of time, which there is no real measurement to say like, oh, it lasts 4 years, oh, it lasts 6 months. That doesn't really exist. But when this bear market ends, pending that the world, there's no apocalyptic event, I think you're going to see SPY to like 600 to 700. You're going to see a double, tripling in the markets. And it's just a waiting game. And there's a good saying that the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. And I think that's a very wise quote to live by, because the market has been around since the late 1700s in terms of the markets. The Dow Jones was created at the end of the 19th century. SPY was like post Great Depression. NASDAQ was post World War II. And put it in that perspective, the markets can stay down longer than you've been alive.
Mhm.
So you got to play the market that you're given. That's what we have to do. The market is the market. For you to benefit, you need to play the market that you're given. And right now, I think we're in like a very, very heavy soaking period. I think we're going to trend choppy sideways for at least another year, at least until we're like on the cusp of the Bitcoin halving. I think that's where things are going to kind of make a deciding factor. And based on the way our financial markets work, it's going to be up and it's going to fucking rip. I don't.
And people
That's
are
where
gonna
I'm
get
at.
left behind.
Oh, I mean, and you wouldn't be left behind if there wasn't somebody gaining from it. You know, it's not a zero sum game, but it's kind of close. You know, we have people who win and people who lose, but with the proper stop loss and risk management, you won't lose everything. You won't win everything, but you won't lose everything. And I think that's important to kind of remember and understand is that like with right now, I think Crow, Chainlink, and VChain. I think those are great projects to DC Ape into for a long term. And long term meaning 5+ years. And that's money you don't need for that amount of time. I mean, you should invest when money you don't need ever, you know. But that's where I'm at with it. I think like 2030, you're gonna look back on these times, and if you're like you're aware, you're paying attention, and you're doing your DD, bro, you're gonna be set. You're gonna be a millionaire easily.
We are.
Oh, I'm not. I don't question if I'm gonna be a millionaire. If you're gonna be a millionaire, that's not a question.
It's just a matter of time. It's just for those people who are watching. You. What flavor you got there?
I got some tropical rainbow blast.
I got some Lily Koi lemonade.
Ooh, man, I wish I was still on the like the rebuildables.
Oh,
Put my own flavor in, but California, the district I'm in, you can't sell them because you're a tobacco manufacturer, which makes no sense. But
yeah. All right, my brother. Well, we hit 1 hour. I don't want to take any more of your time. I got to get ready to take a shower and get ready to go to bed. But
we can be back tomorrow, though, aren't we?
yes,
we're gonna do a repeat for the first time in our podcast history. We're doing a repeat. We're doing back to backs.
Yeah, pulling the Kobe.
Well, I mean, I could do Friday too if you want to go for the 3-pointer.
I can't. Unless you want to do it during my bowling league.
Well, I mean, do you want to do it during your bowling league?
No,
I
want to be concentrating.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't. So we're gonna do a double.
Yeah, do a double for this week.
Yeah, we'll do a double.
All right, man. Well, it's been a pleasure. Miss you. I'm glad you're back. So I'll try to get some content ready for tomorrow. But
so for tomorrow, let's do like 1 or 2 projects that we've invested in or it's on our watch list, and let's do just like a crypto roundup. Just like where we think the space is at, where we think it's going, kind of like the last 10 minutes. Like, let's do that as kind of a good chunk of the episode.
Yeah, and we'll do an update on Solana. See what's going on with that shit.
Let's do Solana. While we're at it, let's do Luna, because I feel like everybody needs an update.
Yeah, let's check out that. Do an update.
This shitcoin Thursday. All right, man. You have a great night.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Peace, guys.